award-winning digital marketing speaker at the Harvard Club of Boston with Caitlyn Jenner, #1 best-selling author of 50 Business Hacks to Increase Sales Today, Mr. Alexander Velitchko.
I remember the first time that I ever used a computer. I was only 18 months old. It was a beige IBM Ativa desktop that my mom and dad got just very shortly after they moved into their house in the boonies. And we also had a 56K dial-up modem connecting us to the internet. And because of that, much of my earliest childhood education was digital. And I guess that you could say that was really the start of my mom homeschooling me. Day by day, I would sit in Mommy Francine's lab playing all my favorite computer games, like the Toy Story animated storybook and Elmo's Preschool. And I also played with interactive animated versions of my favorite books by Dr. Seuss. The Cat in the Hat, Dr. Seuss's ABC, Green Eggs and Ham, and Dr. Seuss wasn't the only thing I played with on that IBM. My dad found out that NASA was live streaming one of their great missions on Mars. All three of us sat down, we gathered in the living room to watch that real live imagery from outer space being broadcasted to our computer screen through that 56K dial-up modem. Think back to 2003. Where were you in your computer education? Where were you in life? What were you doing in that moment? I mean, especially if you're a child like me, imagine what that would do to your mind to see real imagery from outer space. It wasn't fake, it was real. And perhaps that's why I was so fascinated by a computer game called Drone. D-R-O-N-E. Drone combined two really interesting and fun activities. Number one, you had to blow up alien ships. Number two, you had to disarm nuclear missiles. Drone was my favorite game of all time when I was only 5 years old. As a matter of fact, I loved Drone so much that in the middle of the night, while my parents were asleep, I would get out of bed and I would tiptoe over to the computer to boot it up and start up Drone and destroy every alien ship and disarm every nuclear missile. I'd go all 7 levels deep and win the game. And I did it over and over and over again. As a matter of fact, I emailed the developers of the game, John and Cindy Amato, when I was 13 years old. And this is what I got back from them. Oh my goodness, Alexander, I'm so happy to hear that you loved our game so much when you were a kid. My wife and I had a lot of fun developing it. Hey, guess what? I have a carton of sealed copies of the newest and best update of Drone. I've had them for over 14 years, and I extend one as my gift to you for being a Drone champion and for being one of our heroes. But we're skipping ahead. Let's talk about another one of my favorite childhood memories of live streams. We all found out that Panasonic was live streaming the New Year's Eve ball drop in Times Square with Dick Clark. Mom, Dad, did you see this? They're showing the ball drop in New York City. You gotta see this right now. And so all three of us gathered in the living room, and we sit in the family couch, celebrating with the millions of revelers out in the freezing cold of New York City. Outside our house, it was even colder. But we were all warm and comfy in our little couch in the family den as we were counting down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! And Daddy gave Mommy a big kiss. And I gave Mommy a big kiss too. And Mom and Dad popped and drank their celebratory wine. And we all danced around in the room as through the computer speakers we could hear Louis Armstrong singing, "What a wonderful world." To this day, that's exactly how I feel about computers. They are what have always linked me and connected me to everything in this wonderful world.